Welcome to our daily Bible devotions. Today we're going to start a very long series on the New Testament reliability. So, what is the New Testament? The New Testament is the second half of the Bible. So, the Bible is divided into two. The first part, the Old Testament, consists of 39 books, and the second part, the second division, consists of 27 books. It's called the New Testament. The narratives about Jesus Christ, the center and the focus of Christianity, is mostly found in the New Testament. There were, according to some arguments, there were references to Jesus Christ from the Old Testament, but his name, his appearances, his life, his ministry, it can be found on the New Testament. Now, that is the New Testament. Now, what is reliability? According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, reliability is the state of being reliable. It sounds funny, but yeah, that is really the definition for it. And when we talk about reliability of something, it's usually applied in sciences. For example, this is the second definition from Merriam-Webster. I will read it to you. The extent to which an experiment, test, or measuring procedure yields the same results on repeated trials. The same results on repeated trials. In experiments, something is reliable if even if you repeat the experiment over and over again, you repeat the same conditions, you apply the same thing, it always yields the same result. Now, a person is reliable if after he promised, he keeps on delivering on his promise. A person is reliable if he keeps showing up on time as expected. A person is reliable when every time he says something, he does it. And reliability, even though it's more applicable on sciences, we apply it on humans because, of course, when we deal with people, they want them to be reliable. But there is something that I'd like to talk about when it comes to reliability. And the other side of it is faith. In a sense, when you talk about faith in something, somehow you suspend reliability because you you do faith, you give your faith even in the absence of reliability. So when it comes to faith, usually and especially in the past, reliability is out of the question because you're doing it out of faith. I'll give you an example. My brother had a difficult time when he was studying before. And I remember when he was in high school, I would go instead of my parents to talk to his teachers, to talk about his academic performance. So when it comes to academic performance, my brother is not very good at that. So you can say that he's not academically reliable. And in many other things, some people would say that he is not reliable. They cannot depend on him on this and that. You know, I love my brother so much. Really, it's just, I love him so much that I have chosen so many times to trust him, even though everyone else finds him unreliable. Whenever I choose to trust my brother, even though people would say he's unreliable, that's what I call faith. When you give your faith to something, to someone, you suspend the issue of reliability. That is the idea behind faith. Somehow it exists on the other space, on the other continuum, other spectrum of reliability. It doesn't mean that you're not talking about reliability. Actually, the reason why you put your faith in something or in someone is because you believe that there is that glimmer of hope that will actually expand and big. You're relying on that glimmer of hope. It may not be reliable in the standard of science that it has to happen again and again over time, but it's a reliability that is dependent on that something that you have seen but is difficult to explain. That is usually the nature of faith outside the scientific reliability. But now, since the modern world has become very scientific, we want proof for everything, we want reliability for everything, even the reliability of New Testament, the foundation of the Christian faith, is in question. So therefore, we are going to talk about it. It's a bit ironic, because when you want someone to be reliable in court, what do? You ask them to take an oath, to swear faithfulness, truthfulness. How do you do that? You ask them to raise their right hand, and their left hand is put on top of what? The Bible. You want someone to be a reliable witness in court, you make them pledge on top of the Bible. And yet, the very Bible, which gives reliability on witnesses in court, is now in question. It's a bit ironic for me. But yeah, let's go through it. Let's try to unpack the reliability of New Testament, because it is reliable. How? That's what we're going to talk about in this long series.